due to the fact that I have Windows 7, I actually can't use my old software, OBS Studio, for on my computer because my webcam is not supported. Uh, so obviously, like everybody's kind of talking about it, like COVID is a pandemic and everyone's suffering in a way. What has happened is, like, for example, in Alberta, I've just read that we have 871 cases, and that's pretty crazy because actually just a few days ago it was down to 621, and we have 10 deaths as well. But everywhere is being affected. Of course, you get people in like New York. New York, for example, is really hit hard. But unfortunately, you get the people who are saying, "Oh, it's just a flu," and they're not realizing how serious it is. Now, as with COVID, as with any kind of virus, sorry, after you beat it. It sort of resides in your trigeminal nerve and can cause permanent neuropathic damage. It never really truly goes away. And a lot of people who are SARS sufferers say they felt a permanent feeling of lethargy. This is just the nature of viruses. There is that case that a lot of people are saying, let's go buy out hand sanitizer. Now, I hate to say this, you can't actually kill a virus. You can't kill a virus because it's not actually alive. It's actually just genetic information that's encapsulated by a protein, like a protein casing. It has to infect one of your cells in order to actually, in order to replicate. And it, of course, affects RNA. Basic grade, I think grade 12 science, grade 12 biology. But yeah. So, yeah, the virus has to live off a host, and it can only affect a cell with a nucleus, so obviously it does not affect your red blood cells unless you have a high erythroblast count. That's or reticulocyte is sometimes called. That's when, because red blood cells don't actually have a nucleus. It does affect, of course, your white blood cells, otherwise known as leukocytes, because it sort of depletes them. It's just for example, if you remember in 1984 when HIV was the big thing, 1984, I just remember because I was born that year. All the same, HIV, it depletes the CD4 T cells, and yeah, the T cells are pretty much what kill off any kind of infection. We're not sure what exactly may help prevent COVID. All I can say is I'm sticking to a diet and, of course, washing hands as opposed to using hand sanitizer. Like the thing that I did make a joke, like a video about hand sanitizer, that it can be dangerous. What it does is, it can it kills off bacteria, yes, but it can also kill off the good bacteria. And on top of that, when it kills the bacteria, it doesn't kill the endospores, which carry the genetic information. Yeah, I know, good old microbiology. I love that course. The thing is, bacterium can become more virulent, but yeah, one thing is you can't really kill a virus, and I'm expecting this will probably last till August, the pandemic, and I'm hoping my province doesn't go into a global a complete shutdown, but a complete lockdown, but I mean it might, and I really feel for anybody who is suffering from that. Now, there are a few things that, can boost immunity. For example, vitamin D. We don't get enough sunshine. Here in Edmonton, we still have snow. But yeah, take a vitamin D supplement. I've never read anything bad about vitamin D. You need roughly 5,000 microunits, international units a day, actually, for vitamin D. Make sure you have zinc, because zinc gets depleted very easily, especially when you're stressed, especially when you're locked in your house. So have plenty of zinc. Things like pumpkin seeds, oysters, my favorite. Sardines, they're great for that. Selenium, that's another one that you should keep on top of. And that can be found in nuts and, of course, fish. And another thing that I do recommend is turmeric, just to get blood flowing properly, because turmeric actually strengthens the endothelial cells. Now, of course, the thing that the elephant in the room is this COVID is really affecting people's mental health. I mean, we're not used to actually being stuck inside our house and just feeling completely helpless. I don't know the number of people who have lost jobs, and knowing the government that we have, they're not really quick on helping people who have financial problems, and I know that personally because I've been out of a job for over 3 months. It's been very difficult, and just and knowing that jobs are so quick to judge, and it's very difficult to. It's been very difficult for like everybody really, and just one thing I hope that can come from this COVID pandemic is people start to realize exactly what people with mental illness have to live with on a daily basis. Like realizing that it's as though you have some sort of barricade, and that barricade sort of prevents you from actually just being happy, just living a normal life, and like it's very. I understand it may sound a little cruel of me saying that that this can be that I'm hoping this is like something that people realize, but and that COVID did bring that good part, and in my eyes is one good part. It just I do feel as though the world would be a little bit more compassionate if we sort of just understood how everyone had to feel on a daily basis, like knowing that say example for me with schizophrenia and complex post traumatic stress disorder. Some days, even before the pandemic, I just can't get myself to leave the house sometimes, or I can't get myself to do anything more than lie down, and it's just that is the case because my therapist says I have gone through a lot, and it is the case I hold in a lot of stuff inside and don't really let it out, and it is just that and. It's just now everyone's sort of on the same playing field, and I hope I don't sound cruel by saying this, but it's kind of nice to just understand that everyone can sort of hopefully learn from this, that it's not, you shouldn't judge people based on the way they are, but yeah, I don't know, I just obviously hope my heart really goes out to anybody who's suffered mentally because of this, and anybody who's families have actually got something to do with COVID, and of course the people who passed away. Like there was a 34-year-old here in Edmonton who passed away, and I know there have been 2 infants in the United States. It's just really difficult, but we will get through this together, and we all have to play our part. Like obviously, if you're feeling sick, stay home, but if you do have to leave the house, say for a walk, even if it's just a short walk around the block, most places are pretty deserted, so. Yeah, I do encourage it because it is good for mental health to get outside, see sunlight if there is sunlight. But it is definitely I would recommend it. And yeah, of course to go to the grocery store to top up. But anyway, sorry if I sort of ramble a little bit, but yeah, all of you take care.